Hello and welcome to Results Over Rules by APF Coaching. My name is Antonio Puglisi, and this is where we talk all things health and fitness for those who want simple, no-nonsense routines to lose fat and get lean. Just you, me, and easy to apply answers to get rid of the information overload. Each week, I'll be giving you simple takeaways with real life examples so you can feel confident in all the work that you're putting in. My goal is to create a consistent space each week where you can grow through these episodes physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. We are in this together. If you're watching this video, you're the kind of person that just wants to simplify your healthy lifestyle. You want to get fit and keep it that way. You're ready to lose the stubborn fat, stay consistent, and put a stop to the I'll start Monday. You want real results, but most importantly, real answers. Even though you're busy and you have other things going on, you are ready to step into your best and healthiest self and get what you deserve. Let's talk about why 90% of people actually fail on their fitness journey. First is they preach more discipline instead of better systems. I think it's important to break this down a step further, especially on social media, especially in today's hustle culture. People always say, you need to be more disciplined, you need to work harder, you need to do this or that and the third. To some degree, yes, it is correct, but they're also missing an entirely different aspect. Your discipline is only as good as the systems that you have in place. If you set a goal to become more fit and you tell yourself, I'm just gonna eat healthier and I'm gonna work out a little bit more, when it comes to being disciplined to that, there's really no guidelines. There are no true action steps, and it's basically like throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping that it sticks. This is where systems come into play because your discipline is only as good as the systems that you have. If your systems allow you to get to the gym consistently 3 or 4 times a week, get stronger each session, get in your protein, make better choices, it's gonna be a lot easier to stay disciplined to that because of the system, as opposed to saying, I wanna be more disciplined when you actually don't have any action steps. I went to the gym 6 days a week for 2.5 years straight. And I thought that discipline was the answer. I thought I had to do more and more and more. I had to stay locked in all the time. That really was not the case. I actually needed a better system because once I got a better system, my results skyrocketed. An easy way to incorporate this, especially if you're somebody who has said, I'll start over Monday, who has said, I need to be more disciplined, is I want you to look at the system and the structure you actually have in place. If there are no clear action steps, no clear guidelines, no clear things that you're actually checking off the list that are tangible, you don't need more discipline. You need a better system. If that means actually having 3 mandatory workouts that you hit throughout the week, if that means making sure you hit 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, if that means having 2 treats spread throughout the course of the week, because that's the system that allows you to stay in line, lean into that. You don't need more discipline, you just need a better system, and the discipline will start to follow. The second thing I want to talk about is most people rely on short-term intensity instead of long-term sustainability. A perfect example of this, and I might get some hate for this, but 75 hard, I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. 75 hard is based on short-term intensity. There's a reason why most people don't sustain the 75 hard lifestyle after that challenge is over. It's not sustainable. It doesn't fit into your lifestyle. And if anything, it just stresses you out, gets you a goal for a short amount of time, and then you revert back to old ways. The goal of health and fitness is to get fit and keep it that way. If you're going to keep reaching a goal and then undoing it, you're just wasting your time. This is where long-term sustainability really beats short-term intensity. I saw this creator's video, I believe it was a few weeks back, and he said instead of doing 75 hard, do lifetime moderate. I think this was beautifully said, and this is important to note because long-term sustainability is what is going to get you the goals that you want, is going to make it easier to get the goals that you want. Most importantly, maintain it so you don't hit the, oh, I fell off track, I want to start Monday. You'll get the goal you want, reach that, but then know how to maintain it and excel in it for the rest of your life. An easy way to look into this, maybe see if this is something that you're coming across, is I want you to look at the things that you are attempting to do. Are you trying to do something extremely restrictive like keto? Are you setting up a goal where you have to go to the gym 5 days a week when you haven't been going any at all? Or are you trying to go a little too quick, a little too fast, and a little too intense? Or are you actually saying, okay, I'm gonna work my way into things, slowly, gradually improve. Instead of 0 days a week to 6, am I going 0 days a week to 3 days in the gym? something that's a bit more moderate. The third thing I want to touch on, and this to me is the most important one, is many people don't know their why. And I mean their why. I'm not talking their motivation. I'm not talking, I want to get fit for this wedding. I'm not talking, I want to lose 10 pounds for summer. I am talking their why. Something deep rooted, something that is going to keep you going on the days when you're tired, on the days when things are more challenging, something that is internally rooted in you that deeply wants more. What is that reason? Over the course of my health and fitness journey, I've had many different whys. I've been super insecure. I've been super skinny. I've had whys from places of anger. I've had whys from places of being injured and wanting to maximize my health so I don't have to feel a certain way. I have had very deep rooted whys throughout the course of my health and fitness journey. Some people, and again, this may not even be their fault, they're led to believe that health and fitness goals are reached through motivation, which I'm here to tell you that's just not the case. Health and fitness goals long term are achieved through having a solid foundational why. For example, a lot of my clients have very deep rooted whys, things they had going on in their childhood that allowed them to reflect and see that they wanted better for themselves, whether it was traumatic experiences, whether it was trying to be there for their family because their parents maybe weren't the healthiest, things that are deep rooted. That is what's going to keep you going when things get hard. If you're the kind of person that relies on motivation, that simply wants something because, oh, summer's coming, or I want to look good for this party, I'm not saying that you can't do that, but you might have to shift the way that you think slightly so long term you don't actually set yourself up for failure. I want you to sit down with a pen and a paper and ask yourself, why do I want to be healthier? Why do I want to achieve my health and fitness goals? And then I want you to write an answer. And then for that question, I want you to write why, answer it, then write why again. And I want you to go down, down, and down until you really get to the root. And then now you really have an understanding of why you're going after these goals, why it's so important to you, what is going to get you out of bed on those days when you really don't want to do anything. If you enjoyed this episode, please feel free to share it with a friend or family member that this might help. Also, if you're looking for other helpful tips, tricks, and guidance on your fitness journey, feel free to check out some of my other content on my Instagram at Puglisi Fitness. With that being said, I hope to see you in the next one.